Hey everybody, this is Huge Pop from the Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. Tonight we have a special edition of Monday Night Raw recap. And did AEW cross the line? We will have to see what everybody says. But today I have up in the right hand corner, left hand corner, Cody Cornett, myself, Huge Pop. Down on the bottom we got CDJ from XIW Extreme Impact Wrestling, and over here we got Reek. Welcome to the show, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? First of all.
Good.
Oh, I'm just doing fabulous. Fabuloso, I'll say that.
So we're going to start with the elephant in the room. Briefly, last time we said briefly, it ended up 45 minutes.
Well,
very true.
Briefly,
hold on, let me bring this one in. Hey, Cody, how about that AEW?
Briefly, we're going to say everybody's going to have a chance to say their opinion.
He's just itching for it. Like,
I'm going to go last. I'm going to let Cody Cornett. We're going to go Cody, CDJ, Reek, and then me. Did AEW really cross the line in their last pay-per-view? Yeah. We all know what we're talking about, right? The bag over the head and the needles in the mouth. And was that too much, Cody?
Yes. very much so. It was it's hard to be articulate at this point without going my normal route. But yeah, there's no need there. Okay, again, like I just said before we went on, there's a difference between the WWE and AEW. The WWE is a Hollywood entertainment product that involves wrestling. AEW is the biggest hardcore indie fed that has broadcast television. Plain and simple.
Yep.
Okay.
The stuff that you saw on All Out is exactly what a independent federation would do that had like no, not leader, but no pathway, no road ahead to like the next show. It was just go for it.
It kind of like, because like I said, I didn't watch it, but just hearing you guys describe it and stuff, it almost really reminds me of ECW days.
Yeah.
Like
worse.
Was it worse than that? Like
Go and watch it. Go and watch it, Rico.
Just watch those two matches. Watch Daniel Bryan and Jack Perry, which I thought was horrible in its own right. And then watch the Swerve Strickland, Adam Page, which, by the way, it was a steel cage match that was in its lights out rules, which means it was non-sanctioned. So the win-loss record didn't matter anything. Yeah, inside a steel cage. Like, why? Why are we... Okay, whatever. It's fine.
Why are we doing that inside of a steel cage?
It's like a couple years ago when COVID was going on. Hey, let's have a I Quit match inside the Hell in a Cell. Why?
Right. So Cody says he thinks they went too far. CDJ, did you watch those two matches we're talking about?
Yes.
What did you think? Did AEW cross the line?
Yes.
What's your opinion about that, man?
My opinion was when Swerve Strickland got stuck in the face by a syringe in the mouth.
Right.
That
was crazy.
That was crazy.
CD, how old are you? Just so that everybody knows.
12.
Wow.
You're 12. So a 12-year-old knows this was a bad idea.
Yes. What about the bag over Danielson's head? Was that a bad idea?
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Now, I say that because CDJ is at every XIW Extreme Impact Wrestling event, and those boys, like Cody said, extreme, right?
Mm-hmm.
That he said basically AEW is a independent, whatever, doing stuff that independent promotions do. Now, he does these Extreme Impact Wrestling events, and they do a lot of stuff that, that's why you go back. But, like his dad said it when I talked to his dad, CDJ can agree. His dad said not even in independence would you see that type of stuff, because that did cross the line. Safety, you got to think safety.
Well, it's more of the backyard indie feds. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the ones that run through the high school gyms, but they don't really have a budget or they don't have
Right.
a way of thinking.
Right.
But WXW has a mantra, has a way to live, has a way to wrestle.
Yep.
They do everything right as an independent promotion.
Right.
And yet we have AEW get TBS money. Okay, whatever. I guess I lose.
Yeah,
So
to me,
it's fine.
It kind of sounds like, like they're like, man, we're kind of really just struggling in this battle. What can we do to just make people go, whoa? Hey, I know. Let's put a bag over your head and act like we're killing you on TV. That's
Now,
kind of what it seems like.
and I gotta say, I mean, did it go too far?
We've seen stuff in the Attitude Era, but I don't know if we've seen it like that.
I mean, you had Stephanie on an upside down cross. You had Kane smash on or somebody's truck or whatever car. You had Lita and Edge in a bed in the middle of the ring. No one complained about that crossing the line, but I would say Tony Khan is smart. You know why? But everybody is talking about it. He got their attention.
Bad publicity is any kind of publicity.
So that's all that's my take on it.
The kid's dad runs an independent promotion that.
Thank you. I agree with everybody that it's gone too far. But it was done and it was over with, and they do tickets, and in my opinion, it was far better than All In.
Well, okay, well,
I'm sorry, Mom.
It was the matches.
Love you.
You know what? I don't even know
where how was the match?
It was an AEW match. Honestly, it was AEW wrestling, but to an extreme.
I have it recorded. I just I haven't got to watch it. I was trying to watch when me and you talked earlier. I was trying to catch up on Raw.
Right. Well, I'm going to give a shameless plug to Hyper TV. Anybody that wants to cut the cord on anything, check out Hyper TV. I bought the box, an on-box. You have to hook it to your TV like a Roku. Upload Hyper TV. They have pay-per-views for free. AEW is on there too. So that's what we just did that. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Anyways, so yes, AEW went too far. So we move on to Raw. Monday Night Raw.
Can I just say, like, man, he's sitting there broadcasting another TV sponsor, and you got Spectrum right here.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this, Rico. You may be part of Spectrum, but damn out here, Spectrum is not good.
Oh, not good over there?
No. Well, Hochul, our lovely governor, has tried to make it so that Spectrum has internet access across the entire state, so that everybody has internet access.
So Adrian Whisper says that stuff is happening because there are no agents whatsoever putting the matches together. So go figure, and hence therefore you have money-making guys saying, hey, let's go do the holy shit chant. That's true.
My dog Adrian, come on.
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all.
No, he's not. So,
it's to get some kind of publicity. That's what it just seems like. We're failing. What can we do to make people go, whoa?
So let's see if the cat daddy jumps in on the podcast. So now we're gearing up for Bad Blood, right? And
can't wait.
I think Monday Night Raw did a great job setting up ideas for Bad Blood. Everybody, would they agree or disagree?
Well, before we really get into that, I know that I'm the news guy on the podcast. Have you guys seen that Raw will be going back to 2 hours starting in October?
I heard that, and I didn't know if it was a part of the rumorville or not, so I waited until I was talking to you guys to find out.
It broke on Twitter because it broke on Raw last night from Joe, whatever his name is. He said that Raw will be going from 8 to 10 instead of 9 to 11 from October through the Netflix deal. So when they hop on Netflix, it'll still be 2 hours, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good, Adrian.
The problem is SmackDown will now be going to 3 hours.
That's stupid. That's stupid. But anyway.
Well, I guess here's my thoughts on that one. The reason why we complained about Raw being 3 hours is because you're like, by the end of the second hour, you're sitting there like, okay, you're just bored with it. You're like, I'm not bored. You're just like, oh, this is too long. I'm done. SmackDown, however, has been more of a hype show to where you're eager to watch it. You want to see what's going on. So it might work out okay being 3 hours.
Well, here's the issue with that. Your theory will not come to fruition because what they're going to do is they're going to put all the good stuff on Raw and make SmackDown the testing area for anything that can go to Raw. While NXT is still the developmental brand, they're going to put SmackDown with B storylines that are still important, but with B storylines, and Raw on Netflix will have Bloodline, McIntyre Punk, and a whole bunch of others. So at this point, I think they should go back to branded pay-per-views and then have like the big four as combined pay-per-views. Because if we want stars to get over on SmackDown, they need their own separate pay-per-view. Period.
That's true. So we opened up the show from Monday Night Raw with the Wyatt Six and American Made in the street fight.
Mm-hmm.
I missed this, and I still haven't watched it yet.
Okay. CDJ, how did that go? How do you like it? Did you like? What's your opinions and thoughts on that match?
That match was amazing. I'm just saying because I like how Uncle Howdy scared Chad Gable ringside, and then how Eric Rowan put Chad Gable through the steel stairs. That was crazy.
That was. So we seen Bo Dallas or Uncle Howdy in the chair.
No, Mom left.
Supposed to be 3-on-3 or whatever.
I didn't realize she was here.
Yeah, she came inside looking. And
one of my favorite parts. Did you watch it, Rico?
Yes.
I loved Liv Morgan's fit. No, I love that. I can't remember that girl's name.
Nikki Cross?
Brian?
The girl from American Dream.
The Pitbull.
Yeah, Pitbull. I loved Pitbull's reaction.
Ivy.
I loved Ivy's reaction when she went underneath the ring to get something. And out pops Nikki Cross.
Yep.
That was probably one of my favorite parts of that match. But of course, Bray Wyatt got it, or not Bray, sorry. But, Uncle Howdy got into it, and again, nothing. It didn't seem to make. It was a great match. Dexter Lumis was awesome.
Oh, and Joe Case, man, when he did that whole kind of like the upside down stare at the turnbuckle at him.
Yeah.
That was like doing his thing, but a little bit of Bray as well, and it made it awesome.
What about when you've seen Dexter Lumis get on top of the rope and finish up and just jump and finish off Chad Gable? Yeah, CDJ.
It was like they literally like put him he went up on the top rope, put him through that table, and then they got the victory.
Yeah.
Over that.
I mean, it was a great it was a chaotic opener to the show with all the car crash elements you expect.
We're not saying anything.
It was a fun match. It had everything you thought a street fight would have. So that was a good one.
Yeah.
So where do we go after that? Who do we have after that?
What was after that?
Was it Finn Balor, Damian Priest?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. So we had Damian Priest. Well, we had Finn Balor in the ring. He called out Damian Priest after the promo he cut, and he basically invited him to have a bad blood match.
And I love what Finn said though, man, because I mean it made me happy because it's 100% true. Finn is nobody's sidekick.
Nope.
Like, he's not second, man. That is the prince. You let him shine. And so I loved it when he brought that up.
What do you think, CJJ?
I think it was amazing because I think it was weird how they attacked Damien and Rhea because Rhea was hurt and Liv Morgan came out and Rhea did her thing and then on the Dawn thing.
Yeah, and I mean, let's face it, realistically, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley would beat any of those guys' careers easily. But I want to know, guys, at Bad Blood, if it is a Damian Priest and Finn Balor, who wants to see Demon Finn Balor?
Oh, I do.
I always love seeing Demon Finn Balor, man. But you gotta, for me, you gotta pick the right moment for that to pop out. You know, like when he last brought it out against Roman Reigns, that was freaking sweet.
Last time he brought it out was Edge at WrestleMania 39.
Yep.
Didn't he do it? Yeah, he went against Roman after that, didn't he?
Roman was before that.
Mhm.
Holy crap. My brain's slipping.
It happens.
So do we get at Bad Blood, do we get Damian Priest, Rhea, or do we get Damian Priest just against Finn Balor?
Oh.
Hands down.
Damian just against Finn. Because I'd like to see that Rhea against Liv.
Yeah.
That'll be a good match.
That's all you got.
Or it could possibly be a whatchamacallit, like tag match there where you got Jey Uso with the Terror Twins against Finn, Dom, and Liv.
Okay. Can I say this without sounding negative? I really don't.
No.
Negative.
Go ahead, pull Cody.
Why do we need to see Jey Uso in a dumb storyline with Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest?
Oh,
Because it's been going on since Raw is 30.
They need to get
I was
rid of
gonna
it.
say, it's something that's been brought up for a while.
They need to get rid of that. They're doing to Jay what they did to Cody Rhodes. Their focus with Jay needs to go back to the bloodline, get him back into that story, bring his brother Jimmy back, and then
Can I tell you something,
I
Scott?
can't wait.
yeah.
I hate to be a negative guy,
There you go.
but we're not getting Bloodline Civil War at War Games.
Oh,
They're missing the boat then.
We're getting Judgment Day versus LWO.
that sounds good.
That would be good, but why?
Ray's out. Damian Priest would fill in.
I mean, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I get that, but I mean, so we're gonna prolong this bloodline stuff.
And only have one War Games match, please. We don't need to have dinner before dinner.
No, I will say I did like the women's War Games match. Like,
No,
you can have that.
I've never liked that women's War Games match since the first one.
Oh man, Io Sky tore it up.
Just
What's
like
up, CG?
What do you need? Tommy CJ.
I think it should be Bloodline.
I agree. It should be the Bloodline, but I don't think we're gonna have that happen.
Well,
The way everything's been building, I think War Games is gonna end with Damian Priest toppling the Judgment Day.
Maybe.
I that's something I'd like to see for Survivor Series, the Bloodline Civil War.
Yep.
He knows if I do this.
What's up?
Means it probably will happen at Bad Blood, like when Damien tumbles Finn Balor.
Yeah, that's the start of it, but I think it's going to end because they also are in a feud with the LWO.
True.
So I think it's going to culminate at Survivor Series, unfortunately, and we're not going to get Bloodline Civil War.
I just don't like the idea of. I just don't. It's awkward to see Jey Uso coming in with helping Damian and Rhea. I just don't. It's not. I'm not a fan of that. That's all.
Why is it like something like they were doing with Cody, where you thought he was going to jump right back into the feud with Roman, but they started doing other stuff with them. That way, it would let time pass by.
Yes, I feel like they're doing that with Jay Uso. I just feel like
Isn't the first SmackDown the WWE Championship Steel Cage match between Solo and Cody?
I think so.
Yeah.
Ugh, why?
I don't know. So then we had Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair defeat Unholy Alliance.
Ooh,
To retain the title.
Shocking.
that is shocking.
That was a no-brainer.
I love you, kid.
No-brainer.
I love you too.
Oh my goodness.
So let's talk about Bret Hart returning to Raw, guys.
Well,
Do we have to?
Before we jump to that, what is everybody's
What can we
thoughts
say about
on
Bret Hart?
when these girls will split up?
Survivor Series, either Survivor Series or at the Rumble, and either way, it's going to build towards Mania.
And that's what I'm hoping for, and make it a good build.
Yeah.
What do you think, Huge Pop?
I think you're gonna wait. They're gonna wait till Survivor Series. I'll have the titles
At the latest Royal Rumble, at the latest.
I think you're gonna start seeing cracks at Survivor Series.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, have the women do a 5-on-5, and then
Cloudy Y.
have do the women do a 5-on-5, and then have the tension in the ranks between Bianca and Jade in that match, while still defending the tag championships until Royal Rumble, and then do the split.
Like have like Bianca goes to throw Jade out,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
and then you get to start right there.
Oh,
I just wanted
CDJ,
your thoughts on
you
that
got a
to see
fan,
that.
CDJ. You got Cloudy Y. So anybody that's on YouTube, hit the follow button, guys. Let's build those numbers. So
Please and thank you. Be friendly.
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 So we go
I'm
into
getting
that.
that shirt.
I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
It means Bret Hart is the GOAT, and he always will be the GOAT.
He's gonna fall over there.
Never have I ever heard something so brave
Hey, are
yet
you okay,
controversial.
Cody?
So CDJ, why do you think he's the GOAT, man?
Oh shit!
Why do you think Bret Hart's the GOAT?
Because he was in the company for like over like a year. Million
Million years.
years.
He's been around for a while.
Means Bret Hart said to Gunther, okay, that he was a coward.
He did.
I was like,
Mhm.
huh? What happened?
I like that. I like that. That segment was good. I liked Sami Zayn, what he said. I liked,
I liked the tribute Sammy did for the brothers. I thought that was tremendous. That he totally great idea. Biggest way to make Gunther a heel, honestly. Bret Hart, you're my second favorite wrestler.
Yes.
Right behind Bill Goldberg.
Oh,
And I'm like, yes.
That wasn't just a smack in the face. That was a punch.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Man, when he said that, I was oh. But no, CDJ, Brett is one of the greats. He is hands down.
He is.
I will always say Sean is better than Brett, but Brett is better than Chris.
Oh, well, Sean's my top-notch favorite, but I hold Brett up there. He was, for years, he helped run that company. So
yeah, for the most part.
No,
When he wasn't getting screwed by Hogan.
yeah.
I love when Hart
He did.
Hart would call Gunther gutless yellow coward. I like that. It just built to. I think that Sami Zayn Gunther match is going to be an amazing match.
See, now this is what I was afraid. This is what I'm afraid of that you were afraid of with Cody. Gunther's just going to be in tremendous matches. Yes, there is going to be build up because we still have the challenge from Damian Priest coming back for it. We have a challenge from Finn Balor coming for it. We have a challenge from CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. He's got a bunch of challengers heading his way. I just feel like there's going to be very little to no story with a bunch of them. Like, yeah, we got the rematch between him and Orton from King of the Ring because of the fluke pin. Okay, fine. That's your only reasoning. Got it. And it's just, For the love of God.
No, and I see what you're saying. Like, don't get me wrong, I really like Gunther a lot. I do, but it just seems like it's not at a stalemate, but it's kind of like it doesn't have so much pep behind building him up for his next match.
Right.
Like, how bad is it that both world champions on the shows are on the back burner to two different storylines on each show?
That's what we talked
Yeah.
about last week. We were talking about how back in the Attitude Era and WCW, nobody cared who the champion was. It was the cliques, the groups, the factions.
Yeah.
Everybody was all about them.
And I think
Agreed.
you're right. I think that Gunther's being put back on the back. Cody Rhodes is on the back burner. I mean, and it's sad, but it does, what does that tell you about the roster for WWE and there's so much other stuff to do, and I just think it's bad. You need to put your titles up there, but I get it when you got the stories that you got going on. It'd be hard. That's hard to do.
Does that show how deep the roster is, though?
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say.
But yeah,
I think they're deep.
it's just amazing how much stuff we're pulling out of our butts at this point.
And then, not to mention, NXT's on tonight, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of rumors going around that somebody big that is going to change the face of NXT is supposed to show up tonight.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who that is.
I'm watching NXT.
And there's rumors going around that Cody Rhodes is going to be in Impact soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, Jordan Grace, actually, she's supposed to be on NXT tonight.
okay.
Yeah, to defend her Knockouts championship.
Yep.
Just amazing.
So there's a lot of stuff. That's, I mean, you got it. What does that tell you about WWE's roster? That they have to take some main players in their roster to send them over to Impact, to send them to NXT, so they can get their airtime, right? Because you got to give the people their airtime. That you have to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was talking to a guy last night. Just second CDJ. I was talking to a guy last night, Sunny Beach, from the 80s and 90s. He said this: if he was on a Hogan's card, he'd make $15,000 a month on a Hogan's card. If he got put on a mid card, he'd make $800 a month.
Yep.
So getting with that. So back in the day, they were still making the money, but it all depended on who you had or where you were at, you know. And he did house shows. If Hogan was on the house show card, he wanted to be on that card because he made the bucks. So still back in the day, they were still putting big dudes on other, you know, just to get their reps.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I wonder if the Phenomenal one's going to jump to TNA just to, you know.
I would love that. Give
Just
him
to
a Hall
show
of Fame ring in TNA, and
Dad.
Just
So what you need to
right
say?
here.
You had your hand up.
It's
What,
so tall.
CDJ? You had your hand up. What's up?
Shit. Oh. See? Oh, it was a question. Means it's about Jordan Grace, okay?
okay.
Means she came over from like TNA to NXT, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's doing great in NXT. And she showed up in the Royal Rumble back in 2023. And she's been dominating people in NXT
Yeah.
In TNA.
and TNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has.
Daddy.
Then we have my least favorite wrestler in the world. I can't stand him. I guess who cares?
Baron Corbin.
Dom against Dragon Lee. Why?
Because it's an NXT rivalry that's on the main roster now.
Okay, thank you. That's all I need to know.
That's pretty much your answer.
What you got against Dom?
I haven't liked Dom since.
Yeah, what do you have against our future undisputed WWE champion?
For real.
I will stop. It
Respect the stash.
I'm not done.
It is 8:22.
9/10/2024. It is
8:33 p.m. on 9/10/2024. If he becomes the undisputed heavyweight champion, if Dom becomes that, I quit watching wrestling. Period.
Money
Me
in the
too.
Bank goes Money in the Bank and cashes it in on an injured Cody Rhodes or Gunther.
Yep.
Why not?
Never know.
Then the next day he gets his butt kicked by
Hey,
somebody.
that's fine. Guess what? He's still champion. You
I would-
can't take that away from him. He was still a heavyweight champion.
I would hate that. I will not. I would.
I would love it. I love Dominic so much. He has grown into his own person. He's really gotten away from the Mysterio moniker. I love him so much.
You know, if that happened, I would have to take that picture of him with the belt and put it as Huge Pop's icon picture when he called. It would pop up.
I will say
That would not
this:
look good.
if he wins, I will make reactions of him winning like every other TikTok jackass does. That reacts,
got a
and now
question.
we're gonna react to NFL football games. Please,
Yeah.
please. No,
What's up, CD?
go ahead, CJ.
Oh, you're talking about football? I was gonna ask you guys about football.
What about football, real quick?
Did you guys watch Sunday's not Sunday's game with the Dolphins?
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Unfortunately, no. And I'm a Dolphins fan.
Tyreek Hill gets arrested 2 hours before the game, comes in and scores
Yeah.
3 touchdowns. What a man!
Tua just said, "Okay, we're done," and they went off.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Lions, the last play, they said, "We're done."
Did that Lions team look phenomenal in the overtime?
Oh,
That overtime,
fantastic.
man,
Montgomery?
he was running
Love him.
angry. He ran angry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he did.
So, Lyra Valkyrie, Zatina Vega versus and Natalia versus Pure Fusion Collective via submission.
So, was anybody shocked that Natalia was the surprise partner?
No.
Not in Canada.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
Yeah.
if it was Trish Stratus, yeah, that okay.
That would have been
That's
huge.
hard.
That would
That'd
have been a
been
bigger
amazing.
surprise right there.
Yeah, Trish Stratus showed up, I'd have been okay. That would have been
Which is weird that Natalia is cosplaying as her now.
really.
Well, when you look at her costume, she has the cowboy hat
Yep.
on, the jacket, the everything. She's cosplaying as Trish Stratus,
See,
and I'm like, why?
I wondered about that because I believe she did it as like some kind of tribute to Trish, you know, like because they're in
probably.
Canada. So I thought I was
Yeah.
like, that's pretty sweet, you know, because only Trish does that.
Right. One of my favorite segments was the next segment when Adam Pearce announced that Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk in Bad Blood.
Ooh.
That was one of my favorite.
Inside Hell in the Cell.
Yes.
And that will keep with tradition that every Bad Blood pay-per-view has main evented with a Hell in a Cell.
That is going to be a banger of a main event. I want to see that.
And it should be. The worst part is that someone had predicted this back in Toronto when they did Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
And asked Punk during the press conference, do you see yourself doing a Hell in a Cell match with Drew McIntyre or something of that nature, that kind of stipulation? And Punk's like, I really don't want to do one. I don't want to do a Hell in a Cell match. I want to wrestle. But, you know.
I just got banged up. I'm good now. I don't want to get hurt again.
Right, exactly. I don't want to have another Ryback situation.
I loved how they brought Wade Barrett back into it. I loved how the confrontation between Drew McIntyre and Wade Barrett. Wade Barrett stood up, and McIntyre is like, dude, we don't want to do this.
Do you see McIntyre Barrett WrestleMania?
I see something with Wade Barrett and McIntyre because I feel, if I have to do a prediction, I feel that CM Punk will win Hell in a Cell because he has to, sure. But I think Wade Barrett is going to interfere somehow, causing Drew McIntyre, and Drew McIntyre that will set up that Wade Barrett.
What if it goes like he's not trying to interfere, but McIntyre starts talking smack to him and like smacks him in the face or shoves him. So then Wade goes after him.
I think you're going to see Wade Barrett and McIntyre down the road. Yes, to answer that question. CDJ.
Okay, I have a prediction for CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
Okay, CM Punk's gonna come back, destroy Drew McIntyre, go on top of this Hell in a Cell, and put him through it.
No. I love where you're going with that. I do. Trust me, I love it. We're 20 feet up in the air.
Drew's a big guy.
He ain't going through the top of the cell. This ain't 2K. We can't do that there.
He ain't
I think
mankind.
it's fun though.
It would be fun, yes. I wholeheartedly agree. But safety regulations and all. OSHA would not approve. There's a whole lot of things that would go on that would just kill that dead.
No.
Much as I love the idea, I do. No way in hell.
Hey, I got you really good, Corey.
Got the reaction out of Cody that you wanted. That's good, man. So that's one of my favorite segments. How you doing, man?
Hey,
going
what's going
on?
on, Scott? How are you?
Pretty good. This is Leon. This is CDJ's dad. That's Cody Cornett up in the front top. Me and then Rico down here. These are the boys that
Yo, man.
we run Tuesday nights. So
Yeah, they better know me as Pork Chop and XIW. That's what I go by. There.
pork chop and
You can eat
XIW.
too much pork chops. That's what you've been doing.
Oh, the CDJ
Oh,
just
man.
threw you under the bus. He eats too many
Oh,
pork chops.
That's every day, Phyllis. He keeps me on my toes.
I wake him up too early too.
Yeah.
All right.
I just wanted to give a shout out to the podcast, brothers. Y'all have a good night, okay?
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank
You
you
too.
for
Thank you.
come on the show.
Hey, I'm glad my dad came on for sure.
There you go. Got approval. So next thing you had is Rey Mysterio Jr. Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor in disqualification match.
I didn't get that far for that one,
I
but
didn't get to
So,
that.
okay, here's my question. Did he get disqualified for injuring Rey Mysterio? Or did he get disqualified while injuring Rey Mysterio?
So what I've seen, Cody, is he got disqualified for injuring Rey Mysterio, and then he just continued.
Yeah.
It just
Okay.
went on from there.
Okay.
And yeah,
Which
matter
is
of
an
fact,
interesting DQ. I'll take that.
matter of fact, Ray had to get helped off the. I mean,
so what happened?
He just destroyed. I mean, he was going after everything. I think it was his legs at first.
Mhm.
Shocking. He's had six surgeries in his left knee.
And then they were helping him off the thing, and then Finn Balor just came by and sideswiped him again. And
Jesus. Why? Why does everybody get on a stretcher get sideswiped? Why can't we just let the medical professionals do their job?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
man.
about wrestling, man. I'm a professional
Son
wrestler.
of a gun. And isn't that like a felony? Like, you're not supposed to interrupt something like that?
We're all breaking rules, right?
What's up, CDJ?
Okay, I think so many times I've seen somebody in a stretcher get hurt several times, and I laugh my butt off when I see that.
You know, it takes me back to the whole Big Show having Ray strapped to a stretcher and bouncing him off the ring post.
Yeah.
That was gnarly. Still, 2003, Rey Mysterio strapped to a board and then just gets swatted like a baseball bat against the ring post, and Ray has no way to protect himself. Falls face first.
So what happened, Cody? I was just reading here. What happened was Balor refused to release a single leg crab while
Okay.
Mysterio while he was in the rope. So
Yeah, while he was tangled in the rope. So that's why I was wondering if he got DQ'd for injuring him or while he was injuring him.
While he was injuring, technically.
Because I think that'd be a great way to have an ending of a match is just you injured the guy, you're disqualified, you lose. Like, I think that's a great way to DQ someone.
And they drop kicked him into the post, so after that. It was, whatever. At least it wasn't a plastic bag over heads, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll murder someone, but we're not going to do it like actual people would.
Right. So then we had Jey Uso defeat Braun Strowman, Pete Dunne, and Isaac Dragunov via pinfall to become the #1 contender.
Well, how do you feel about that match in general? Because it seems to me like that match, people were really pulling for Jay, but a lot of people online wanted Illinois to win.
My opinion, because I'm all for Jay winning to go against Braun Breaker. That's going to be a banger of a match. That's going to be a hell of a match. Those two boys can go.
Yep.
And I'm okay with it.
Okay.
CDJ.
It was like this. Jey Uso, he's the one that deserved the title shot versus Braun Breaker because of what happened to Braun Strowman in the middle of the match. He got destroyed by Bronson Reed. That's how he got taken out of the match.
Yeah, Braun Breaker got
So not to change it real quick, but when you guys were talking about how AEW with the whole bag over the head and stuff, we were talking about how crazy they're getting. I don't know why it just popped in my head, but I would not be shocked if they had a character come in with the camera and come in the locker room like, I just want to take a couple pictures, relax. You get that, Cody?
No.
From Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, shut up.
He was.
And you were worried about me, Scott. Think about that. You were worried about me.
Rico.
I'm just saying, like, because they're going off the wall. So to bring a character like that.
Oh.
There's my crazy talk for tonight.
Tuesday crazies. Now where were we? Bronson Reed destroying.
I can't fucking deal with what was just said.
Anyway, CDJ's gonna go after this to go watch Jeffrey Dahmer. Thank you, man.
Don't watch it, buddy.
No,
Rico.
please, good boy.
I'm a good boy.
So
Not like that. Never say it like that, please.
we got through Monday Night Raw. It was not a bad show.
No.
Not a bad show at all. So I brought CJJ has been wanting to come on the show for a while, and I'm gonna give a plug out to XIW Extreme Impact Wrestling. CDJ, can you tell us what we should be expecting in October, and what is your role as on XIW Extreme Impact Wrestling?
Okay, my role is to give like a dress, like I'm the sidekick with Adrian, right? And everybody out there, like everybody that watches the shows, they'll be expecting in October who this character's gonna be, who he's gonna really be.
CGJ he puts on a vest and a tie, and I don't know if you've met. I know Rico's met Adrian Whisper. I don't know if you've met Adrian Whisper or not. He's the promoter of XIW Extreme Impact Wrestling. He is a cocky, over the top individual, and that's how he is realistically. He is just a guy that speaks his mind. And CDJ is now a mini me to Adrian Whisper. So CDJ comes out with Adrian Whisper.
I'm basically the hype man of the company.
The hype man of the company.
You get everybody hyped up now.
Yeah, and he
get hyped, stay hyped.
So it's fun. I mean, I will say this: I go to every show, and it's fun because he does get everybody hyped. He's always around, and
Hey, Scott, I'm gonna say something real quick.
All right.
Basically, what CDJ is, Adrian created a monster. That's basically what I'm gonna say there. Okay.
He did. He is.
He created monster for me. I'm the monster.
He is. He is a PG version of Adrian.
The mini version of Adrian.
Yes. So October 12th is their next show. It's a Halloween show. So it should be a good one.
This will be amazing.
So we have a little bit of time left, and we asked. I don't know if we talked. Yeah, we talked about quickly last week on this, but I'm gonna go around the table. Cody Cornett, give me your top 2 worst gimmicks in wrestling.
We don't have time, Scott.
Just the names.
1 second. Let me go to my
Sorry, what was the
Oh.
question?
Top 10s.
I was
Top
answering
10
my
book.
daughter.
The top 10 book.
I'm gonna go with Mantar
Mm-hmm.
and what was the one guy's name? Phantasmo, who won with a wedgie and a roll up.
CDJ, you had to give 2 top.
Rico's face.
Okay, let me know. Okay, I get you now.
Rick, I need gimmicks. You know what a gimmick is, right?
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you the 2 worst ones. The worst. Oh, Gilbert, and I think I'm gonna go with. I think it's gonna be Mankind.
Mankind.
No.
Did you just put Mankind as the worst?
Why did you put Mankind as the worst?
I didn't know. I had no idea. Cause how he is like.
Mine is the Red Rooster.
Oh, come on. You can't pick on Terry Taylor.
He's picking on him.
Yeah.
And the guy from the Bronx.
Yeah.
Bruce,
The Brooklyn
No, you're not
Brawler.
saying
Brooklyn
anything.
Brawler.
Oh, also Abe Knuckle, for those of you who are in the know.
Rico.
The 2 guys who impersonated Hall and Nash.
Yes.
Oh, Well, so you're saying Glenn Jacobs and the other guy that dressed as Scott Hall?
That was awful.
Well, as the characters they dressed up as, I was like, what in the freaking heck?
So my next question.
Oh, the Repo Man. Remember we brought him up before.
Okay, no, wait a minute. Repo Man was not a bad gimmick. Repo Man was not that bad.
You know what?
Really?
Yeah,
We have Shockmaster.
Yeah.
No one said Shockmaster, the guy who went through drywall because he tripped over a 2x4.
Something.
All right. Dad has something
listen.
to say.
What do y'all think about Brother Love, man? Y'all remember him?
I
Oh,
love
yeah.
him. I love him.
Man,
Well,
just
my question now.
I thought his head was going to
Cody,
explode.
I love you.
I love you.
So here's my next question. Cody, he's gonna roll off his chair. So keep your volume to yourself.
Make sure you don't roll off too far.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Legally, by a state in the United States, hot dogs and tacos are legally a sandwich now.
A hot dog taco.
There you go.
I don't remember what state. This was like recent news. A state has declared that tacos and hot dogs are sandwiches.
Wait, a taco is a sandwich?
Yes, now, yeah, also a taco. Yes.
Nice. All right.
Tortilla.
I think we're gonna get Rico to bed early on time. So, CDJ.
Okay, it's this is a funny thing, okay? Means how would you make a sound between a hot dog and a taco? Means that'd make a taco a hot dog. I don't know, but it's a hot dog and a taco together.
All right.
Hot dog and a
You
taco.
want to say anything? Okay, get down. You can say.
No, you're good.
What do you want to say?
Hey Scott, I appreciate y'all letting him on, man, but I got to get him to bed, brother.
All right,
Yeah,
man.
no
We
problem.
appreciate you, man. Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot. CDJ. Have a good night, bro.
Have a good night, buddy. It was nice
Good
meeting you.
night. I'll see you on the podcast probably
We'll have-
sometimes.
We're gonna have CDJ and Lamb and Pork Chop on the podcast next week to talk about XIW. So
There we go.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
Hit me up anytime, okay, brother? Y'all have a
All right.
good night, man.
you too,
You as
guys.
well.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
Leave right here.
Fuck! Fuck shit, piss, cunt! Okay! I got it out!
I was about
You
to
don't
message
understand how
Cody.
hard! You don't understand how hard it was! It was hard! Difficult! Ah!
I was about to message Cody on the phone, but like you look like you're ready to just burst.
Fuck! Fuck Tony Khan! Fucking!
Oh, that's great stuff.
Yes, I know I'm loud. I'm calming down.
Cody, it freaking sounded like you fell or something.
Oh no, I didn't fall. I'm good. I'm sitting in the chair
Like
just
you're-
yelling.
I'm like you fell or something. That's awesome.
Oh man,
But,
that's good
All
stuff.
3 kids up in both dogs.
She will
Okay,
all kids
well,
up in both.
I'll calm down.
All 3 dogs up in both kids.
Oh, Jesus
Got
Christ.
all Tony Khan happy over there.
Fucking Christ.
I just got told.
Fucking him.
I just got told I was on the shit list too because I'm too loud. So
God damn it. Whew. Okay. I feel better now. I'm a little bit better. We're good. But back to the SmackDown thing, them going to 3 hours. So their deal with Fox also ended their deal with Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
SmackDown replays now will be on the day after on Peacock.
okay.
Which is good because I mean you already
Right.
got the pay-per-views on Peacock. Why not put SmackDown? Well, Raw's going to be on Netflix.
Yeah, Raw's going to be on Netflix, so them going day after on Peacock makes no sense. So they'll probably still be a month later going down
Are they
the
going to
road.
do a deal like they did with Peacock, where it was just like it started off as $9.99 and then went to like now it's $15, but cheaper.
I get it for 13.
Hmm?
I get it for 13.
I haven't looked. I thought they jumped up to 15.
No, it's like $8 for ads and then 13 for premium.
Because I know Netflix is like 25 or something now.
Yeah, a single account now will be the cheapest when the WWE deal kicks in. I think it's gonna be sometime during the summer afterwards. A single account will be like $16-17, and then the family accounts will be in the 30s.
Talking about Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Like WWE to like, I don't know.
Look, they're already getting their money in ad revenue from the Netflix deal, so there's no problem with them there.
So where's AEW going to go?
There are rumors that AEW Shockwave, whatever the fuck that's gonna be, is headed towards Fox.
Oh, that's going to be the Dahmer character.
Are you trying to tell us something, Rico? Should we like have a wellness check for your wife? Like, are we like what's going on here? Are you trying to tell us something?
No, they're going out there, so I'm waiting to see something crazy now.
Oh God. Now what you gotta tell me right now, Scott, what is your problem with Dom? You don't like him? Like do you not like the character he's portraying?
I liked him before Liv got a hold of him. I liked him when he split from his dad.
Okay, so you liked him when he split from Ray, but you don't like him being a douchey heel that he was being the entire time with Rhea.
Now he's just
Wasn't.
more douchier.
He's more douchier.
Well, that comes with the territory.
But
He became soft.
He's got that heat.
He never was hard to begin with.
That's probably why Rhea dumped him.
Oh, since the kid's gone, now I can say this. Fanatics and WWE are partnering up with Rhea Ripley and going through a raffle, and I'm not joking about this is real. They're going to do like a 20 contestant winners raffle that you can get pinned by Rhea Ripley like a pretzel. You know how she does like her dominant pin, like the legs over the head of someone? Yeah, they're going to let you pay to have an entry in a lottery so that like 20 people could win this and have their chance to be pinned by mommy.
Yeah, I'm going to zap. Pass. Yeah.
But back to your question about Dom, I don't know, man. I can honestly say I've never been a fan of him. But he's better than he was when he was with his dad.
I agree wholeheartely.
The best stuff I thought he did was when he just got out of prison for that day or that 2 hours, and they talked. They kept that was pretty good. I just think.
Yeah, I did like his prison Like when he came out the SWAT vehicle and handcuffs and stuff.
I hate the stash.
I love it. Makes him look so bad.
I don't know. I'm not a fan.
You'll become a fan.
You'll become a fan, especially when he becomes WWE champion.
When he gets Money in the Bank and he cashes in and beats whoever's champ.
Oh, that's the best way for Dominic to become champion. Hell, even have him do it for a mid-card championship for all I care. Hell, have him be the guy to beat Gunther. What better way to be a giant dominant douche heel than to beat a dominant champion who everybody adores?
Yep.
I guess. Anybody else have anything they want to talk about for the last 3 minutes?
I went over everything. Tony Khan's a prick. Murder is legal in wrestling.
So what AEW, I just gotta like, is he still doing the whole where it sounds like he's still doing it where he's kind of like letting the wrestlers do their own thing? And
yeah, like Adrian said, there's no agents. There's no agents in matches. It's just one producer, maybe two, and Tony Khan is one of them.
But I do like what you said too, Cody. It almost appears here lately that Tony Khan is making turning AEW into a glorified deathmatch independent wrestling promotion where they're doing the things where they're doing just a little bit more than the independent promotions do. I mean, I'll say this, XIW, Extreme Impact Wrestling, there's a lot of chair shots. There's a lot of tables that they go through, but they never cross the line and put syringes in people's mouths and put a bag over your head, So I think
ECW had the Taiping death match, which was they had guys tape their hands, dip them in hot glue, and then roll it around their wrists and hands in broken glass.
Mm-hmm.
And went to town, and it was a bloody affair. But again, the setting is 1994. We are in 2024, where everyone knows the secrets. You can't put the magic back in the bottle. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. We're pregnant. We're pretty pregnant. We got to have this baby at this point. Everybody knows. Everybody understands. So when you do stupid shit, it looks like stupid shit.
I think, honestly, if I'm Tony Khan, and I have to recover from the crappiest pay-per-view, like Cody Cornette would say All In was, you have to do something. I mean, first of all, why are you having All Out 2 weeks later? That was dumb.
They did the same thing last year where they had All In England, and then 2 weeks later, All Out.
So
I was just going to ask you guys, didn't they just have one?
Yeah, they just had their stadium show.
And what happened was, I think Tony Khan probably realized that All In was crap, and he let the guy he gave freedom to do whatever you want to Swerve, Hangman, and Daniel Bryan and Mox.
Now, what about the MJF and the Brandon Garcia match?
That was beautiful.
Yeah, great match.
Great match.
100%. That was really good. It was
probably the match of the night.
I would say.
Yeah, easily. Jack Perry and Daniel Bryan couldn't wrestle through a wet paper bag.
I think
you had a lights out stipulation in a steel cage match, which made no damn sense.
Right.
You had the tag titles on the line against two other members of the BCC. You had a fatal four-way for the Continental Championship. And you had, I'll say this, Ospreay Pac was probably a little bit better than MJF and Garcia.
I wanted to see that match.
But it's still the fact that we have guys, again, okay, let me put it to you this way. The worst thing that WWE has ever done edge-wise, like edgy-wise, was making Kane a babyface rapist.
Yeah.
That's legit, Rico. I'm not even kidding.
No, yeah, you're right.
He
Yeah.
literally forced himself upon Lita. Then there was confusion about who the baby daddy was.
Mhm.
We found out it was Kane. And then we have another disqualification match dubbed a death to you part match. Winner gets the right to marry the woman. Pretty sure that's not how that shit works.
Nope.
And then Lita marries Kane, and then she uses Kane, and there's like those two are now baby faces. And then when real life steps in, when Lita cheats on Matt with Edge, they put those two together in storyline, even though they're together in real life. And now you've made Kane the sympathetic babyface because Lita wants to divorce Kane.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, he was a rapist to begin with. And that was still more entertaining and more bang for your buck that whole year-long storyline than what we saw Sunday night.
I gotta watch this now. I gotta see it, man.
So real quick before we go, because we are overtime right now, but I want to ask you guys if you guys have any problems with this top 10. PWI came out with their top
No,
500.
motherfucker, no, I don't. I've already seen this. I'm so pissed. Fucking Mystico, number 10. Mystico, the original Sin Cara. Mystico. Fuck him. No, he doesn't even belong in the top 500.
So top 10. I would have to. I would not be. I'm not that adamant about that, but I would have to agree.
It was the original Sin Cara. He botched everything. He hurt himself consistently. They had to replace the man under the hood.
Cody Rhodes.
Fair.
Swerve Strickland, number 2.
No.
Will Ospreay, number 3.
No.
Seth frickin' Rollins, number 4.
Now, sorry, can I stop you right there? Because I've just never really watched Will Russell. He's not that good, or is he good?
He's okay. He's a buffer Shawn Michaels. Yes, very talented in the ring. Just some of the shit he does makes no logical sense.
No, is Roman Reigns not even in the top 25 because he wasn't? He's been.
I don't think Roman's in the top 50, honestly, this year.
Right.
Because he was gone He was gone for 3/4 of the year.
Yeah.
Well, the calendar year that they use, which is I think from Money in the Bank last year to Money in the Bank this year.
What's going on?
Number 5. That's Tetsuya Naito, whoever that is.
Naito, yeah.
Indian-
Fine, he's a Japanese wrestler. At least one of them was going to make it.
Number 6, Damian Priest. Number 7,
I think 6 is where he should have been.
7, MJF.
MJF should be number 3.
John Moxley, number 8.
He should have been up.
John Moxley should be off the fucking list.
I was waiting for him to respond with that.
8. Number 9 is
Why
number
you
9
hitting that box, man?
Yeah, man. He's one of my favorites.
He was gone for a lot of the time. He didn't wrestle a whole lot, and for what he did over the past year, no.
So number 8 was Moxley. Number 9, Gunther, and number 10 is Cody Cornette's favorite wrestler, Mystico.
Mystico.
So the people that even didn't get in top 10, which blows my mind,
Right.
Samoa Joe, Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso was 17.
Sorry, Drew should have been. Drew's good, man. I don't care what anybody's got to say.
So Cody should be number 1. Gunther should be number 2. MJF should be number 3. Seth Rollins is number 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep him there. Who's 5?
Naito.
Nate. Yeah, okay, fine. Keep him there. At least one Japanese guy. I'm fine with that. Damian Priest is number 6.
Yep.
Okay, so
Huge Pop does not share the same thoughts and theories as Cody Cornette.
No.
Put I would put Strickland and Moxley at 9 and 10.
Right.
And then
But
who am I missing out of that?
Mystikio.
Mystico. Drop him down, so then put Swerve at 8, Moxley at 9, and then put number 11 at 10.
Here's my thing, man. And it's an AEW, it's an AEW comment. My thing is arguably one of the best this year, I think, adapting any storyline is Christian Cage, and he came in at 29. I thought he deserved to be up in the top 15-ish.
I agree.
You'd be like 14 or 15.
And, you know, as much hate as we put on Logan Paul, I think he should have been up in the 25s. He's on at 37.
Compared to everybody else, I put him at 37 this year.
Okay.
He's getting what is there beef with him?
Thank God this guy's below 50. Joe Hendry's 51. So.
Well, he didn't get. Again, this is a fan voted list. This isn't like a whole committee gets together and like actually discusses this shit over the year. This is fan voted within, I think, a month.
Right. My wife just said, she goes, I don't even believe in the guy. So
I quit. Anyway, Joe Hendry was probably, when you really think about it, Joe Hendry was probably 110, 120.
Yeah.
And then once he got on, exactly. Once he got on NXT, he bumped himself up to 50. So honestly, doing that within a few months span, good for him. Honestly, Joe Hendry should be gimmick wise top 20.
Yep. So guys, it's getting late.
Well, I just want to bring up real quick. I know it's getting late because I got to get to bed, but I really dislike on how Andrade is being slept on. I
Who?
really love him.
Andrade?
I really
He
love
was.
What the hell has he done in the last year?
They're not really like they gave him the speed championship.
Okay, that's the greatest accomplishment he's had since leaving AEW, since being a part of AEW.
That's
like he didn't do shit in AEW.
The guy's good though, man. You got to give him something pushing.
I give him all the credit in the world that he is one of the better luchadors on the roster, period. But the fact that we give him the speed championship that we can only see him on fucking Twitter, and Twitter has an exclusive deal for that belt, so you can't show it on any of the main roster shows, which I think is dumb. You can't even call him the speed champion on SmackDown. You have to just call him Andrade.
I'm just hoping he can get a shot at the what was he going for? Him and Carmelo were going against each other.
They're just doing a best of series, apparently.
But wasn't it for the US title? I thought. Yeah,
No.
because they're trying to because they wanted to go against LA Knight. And then that's when they kept fighting with each other and stuff, and they started that series.
Well, Scott, like you said, it's getting late. I
gotta go.
You head us on home.
All right. Hey, guys, everybody. Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast. Thank you guys for showing up on this night where we discussed Monday Night Raw and AEW doing some stupid stuff. We had a special guest, CDJ from XIW Extreme Impact Wrestling. Thank you, Cody Cornett, for holding it together the best as you could. Rico, thank you for always being on top here and joining the show. My name is Huge Pop. I stir the pot sometimes and get Cody Cornett going, but we have a lot of fun. I love Tuesday nights. This Thursday, I believe there's a interview. Let me tell you who it is with. It is with Rich Wise. He's a independent wrestler from Orlando. He check out Coastal Championship Wrestling CCW. They're on YouTube. They have some good stuff. So he's gonna be on the show. And that's what is going on. In a couple next month, we're gonna have some Samu. We have let me see, Alex Poirier. Can't say his name. Anyways, I just botched that, but hey, he's not watching anyways. So anyway, it's been a blast. I'm tired. It's
Yes, always.
late. And Huge Pop Wrestling Podcast is always for life.
All my dogs, make some noise up in this house.
Who is in the house? Who is in the house? It's the gangster of destruction, so you know what's going down. And when the drive-by's coming, then you better hit the grind. Cause when your body hits the canvas, then your head is knocked out.